don't think I was alone. There's going to be a lot of people that took off. By the way, before we get some position, and off of Garoppolo, Red Warner, Lincoln, Green Bay's fighting about it. I cannot envision Monday's show after Aaron Rodgers having just mentioned it. I can see everything else. I can see Burrow and Jamar Chase will play down. I can see Stafford in the Rams. Tristan Wirfs is hurt right tackle. Now faces pressure. And, you know, let's be honest, Stafford's been great second half quarterback. OBJ, the run game. I got people up. That guy's in Buffalo. Particularly wild shootout. A turnover late in the game. A home ball comes out of his hand. Not even this ball. I cannot see Aaron going on for all that draw. People looking at their backs at him. Losing to Jimmy and not really home. I can't see it. But that is not enough to do. I don't know if it's spread or whatever, but I cannot see it. It's like, this is the third line rule. I would take the third one. And I know this, the wise guys with overwhelming attention, just there, I can't see it. I can see how if it wasn't a Warner or help, getting some back, getting things that probably take the point to go to 7 but you're finding that Jair Alexander's back, they're back. Obviously been all year.
Stafford, Cowboys, and Harvey, and then Aaron Rodgers.
And now Aaron's all by himself. The Stafford one and finds out.
It's fine. Derek Henry practically had yesterday. You know, Tables said, I love that contact practice to go a long way to determine whether he plays and how much he can play.
I think that's a big step up. You have some contact. It's been a while. Since he's had, contact and I can do these things that help coach to what I'm doing. What's going to be asked of me. Check. Got a week to work, see how he feels, and then make a decision.
Yeah, we're all kind of expecting Derek Henry to do that, but they do have to make sure that he
well, let's be honest. Russell Wilson came back last week. J.J. Watt.
But we have to also talk about
came back, which is the shocking. So it's like the medical advancements are going to shape these athletes when they get hurt. We're not us. We recover. We have to talk to you.
How much work put into the rehab also makes a big difference. And when they get used to rehab, this fast as needed, that was not everything in person. I think I'm trying to do this. But how much time have you put into rehab? Particularly regardless, it's mentally, emotionally draining as well as physically draining. We were talking about Cam Akers crying on the way to rehab. Rehab is really good. So the initial injury and shock and being pain,
you have a text message.
Going to be out is bad, but the rehab is so good. So it's really impressive to you guys coming back as soon as they can, but we still have to make sure that he's 100%. We don't want to rush on back, and I think we're ready for the situation. We want to be more than rushing and suffered a quick injury on October 31st in 8 games this season, 219 rushes for 37 yards and 10 touchdowns. He's the best big play running back in the league. He's one of my favorite players to watch in the league. They've obviously been teams without him, but provide a different level of stardom and big play potential, and he's just an engine and soul for that team.
I just talked to Dave Longstaff, our friend yesterday. He loves Cincinnati. He said if you watch Burrow in the last 6-7 weeks, he's literally gone from really good to, it's like Josh Allen against New England. They're like, we know he's great. It's like, okay, what was that? Like Burrow is doing the same stuff. We saw a little bit with Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Like, he had struggled at the end of the regular season. He got to the playoffs, fell behind the Texans 24-0. You were like, okay, he's going to win Super Bowl. Like, you just can't. There are players who literally in a season, Nick Brady and Stafford fans, even if it's competitive in your phone for Josh and I girl, you can see the improvement from what we gave to week 16. It's a different play. And just like Mahomes always said, remember when he came back and he said, I can be defense. Like, when you want to Super Bowl, now I can be defense. Like, you can see these quarterbacks especially. I didn't grow in the last 7 weeks have done to everything. Right up there with Stafford, Brady, Aaron. I think he's back there. It's actually going to have to be but we're watching the Jimmy Garoppolo was done injury on the shoulder, and he was up his tackles, and he was actually
the shoulder, yeah. That's it. So, it definitely has an impact. But, I'm out there, that spot I got. We'll make the play that I can make. So, no excuses or anything like that. Yeah, injury is what it is. It's wrong.
We saw his shoulder when we did big. He wasn't the same quarter.
Yeah, I mean, in the second half, his injury happened in the second quarter of that. The second half, he was 5 11 to 31 North. Then they used it for
Hello, how are you?
But I also he's always so he's always going to do something, and they don't try to do consistency. I think that it's still going to do something. I do consistency. That to start against Green Bay on the road, setting up they're starting something using my box. And Niners are 6 point underdogs to the back, but there's a lot of places to do. So Deshaun Watson, how much is still in balance. Get this area with potentially Miami Flores, might develop a lot of stuff.
That more than likely would not be the case, but I think we just have to keep in mind it's a big information process that you also make a decision. We'll take it most step for everyone involved, whatever that is.
It's just like we always talk about it, and maybe talk about doing the trade deadline. But after trade deadline pass, we kind of always like,
You have a text message.
Right. But we still haven't gotten any answers about his cases. So obviously this is still
Yeah, I know CFL. They got their butt kicked.
full guaranteed salary $35 million. So they're not going to pay him not to play. $35 million to play. Get the trade clause, so they can't second anything. So he has all the leverage, but if the team wanted this is him that played last year, or he could have a slow start.
I think I would want him if I mean, I think there's such a.
I'm not. Kansas City Chiefs fan.
One by one, run back actually where you can go and solve it if you want to. It's not only important to each country that has a suit out. So there's two potential for years that you go to get it settled. So I don't understand how they're going to do this someone and you can run with it. Still have an issue. So if you want to give up on the text, one for the second, which is, sorry, for the second, you will just have to really want to the NFL quarterback. I don't understand how whoever and owner can part ways with 3 first and 2 seconds for players who don't know the ball, especially that position.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The rules aren't the same.
I was Nick Wright. I would be terribly nervous when we'd see Josh Allen. I mean, relative. So, as we go into the weekend, Nick sometimes will tell you, I don't know. Let's bring him on, Nick. I don't know. I'm a little nervous. I'm just know, like, I don't see them. Let's be honest, it's ridiculous that they I mean, the biggest smart they're not even doing what have they done to earn that? I mean, yeah, the Bills scored. You ever seen score
Hi, Mateo. How are you doing?
a playoff game? I mean, 20 hours later, we literally saw us score 6 touchdowns in a row. Why? It was not like what we saw from Buffalo. I know you're thinking, Bill. I mean, my money is Mahomes.
So Kay has crashed my game
Well, I don't know.
3-4 times already when I go in the shop.
I really don't know. I know he's not better than Burrow in your eyes. I know he's not better than Josh Allen. I know he's not better than Brady. I know he's not better than Rodgers. Now, you love Stafford? I don't know. I just, it's been a good run. And, the non-challengers are going to be able to have good. You actually start to beat Mahomes twice in the season. That list of teams is currently 0-2. And I'm sure last year we got kind of like, about hot quarterback. We got maybe Mahomes and he played playoff, and kind of spotting the Bills points to 38-6 run. Like it was on a basketball tournament up there. No, listen, it's been fun. I assume Chad and you will probably have played. I'm telling you, yeah, we got Buffalo on 14. Yeah, I know you say Rodgers is going to be on the Bills line too. So how much?
No,
I sold it all, Mateo.
Because I have a belief.
Wow!
Because
You're the one.
Josh Allen, to this point in his career, he's still got rough edges. He still tends to be great game, followed by average, great average. Whereas I think Mahomes tends to have occasional slumps for a month, but he is on a week-to-week basis a more consistent performer. So I like Kansas City twice. So there you go. How about that?
Oh, okay. All right, pretty good. Well, I'm listening. Maybe go on, because I don't see how they I mean, the Bills and the coaching fans, what do they have? 3 head coaches on their staff? The enemy can't even get dinner. And I don't know how they do it, but that love will be you and, the fans in the stadium. No one else will. Go ahead, Al.
No, I don't like to talk about Baker too much because I come across as like petty, right? I don't want to do. So I'll give the floor to you, but it is sort of interesting that OBJ in 9 games has 6 touchdowns and has become the go-to red zone wide receiver. What did you make of the playoff performance where they doubled Cooper and the Rams were like,
yeah, what I think is, I think that we should make, as a collective people, spend, I don't know, at least 50% of one time discussing the fact that Odell Beckham Jr. in his first playoff game since the boat trip was directly responsible for all of the Rams offense.
You gonna download this map, Mateo?
He scored the first one, he had a 30-yard catch and run, set the second one, and he threw the bomb instead of the third. Let's spend maybe, I'll call it 25% of much time talking about that, as we talked about the color of his visor or the size of his watch when he was in Cleveland. Because when there was a growing narrative, Odell has a one great catch, and then, what else has he done? He's best open to a career in receiver history other than Randy Moss, but other than that, what has he done? So, yes.
Oh, your brother had it downloaded already?
This is an example where it makes Baker, and by the way, Kevin Stefanski's got to wear something as well, look bad. But it also does make Odell look good, and while I have not committed to memory all of your Odell takes the way I have your Baker takes, I don't think you have been maybe his biggest supporter, his biggest defense. So maybe while you are taking a victory lap on Baker, you can give my pal, the kid with the yellow hair and now purple hair and changed colors, a little bit of credit that he's still quite good.
Yes.
And that he is still a difference-making receiver in this league.
Yes, I said on Tuesday morning, I didn't say wash, but I said he got the drops in Cleveland. He literally always had great hands, and he got the drops. And I said I underestimated the power of culture and coaching. And Stafford and OBJ, you put them with the right culture,
They don't feel like OBJ has to have 19 targets. Just go make big plays. Go be great in moments.
And the power of and the power of the city of Los Angeles. It reinvigorated you. There was a couple of years there before you got to LA. People thought, Howard lost his fastball.
That's right.
Got out to LA. It's like, oh, it's as good as ever.
All right. Okay. So Wednesday is your tier day. So I haven't seen this morning. I heard you talk about it when I pulled in, but then I didn't see it. So show me, what are your tiers today? Wednesday tier.
All right, so tell me what we can just show us. We can show you right now. So we can go bottom to top. The Titans and Bengals. One team will win, and then that team will lose the next week. They will be one of them will be in the Final Four. They can hang a banner like Michigan State, but that's it. I guess the Bucks.
Mateo, is Luca playing it?
Played more games than any team in football. They didn't have to buy last year. They don't have to buy this year. The worst injury concerned me. The Jensen injury concerned me. Obviously, the wide receiver stuff. I think both NFC dogs. I heard you talk about that. I think both NFC dogs are live dogs. I think Green Bay would have rather played anyone but San Francisco. Then there's the Bills, top of the mountain. Two ways to look at it. One way is top of the mountain because they're the best team. They're looking down at all the peasants beneath them. The other way is Magic Mountain Josh Allen. He goes up to the top, he plummets on down. We'll see which one it is. And then I think the two backers, I think the two best teams in football. So that's how I find it. What I would be most interested in is your thoughts on Bucks. Where the Bucks are, I think they're banged up. I think they're tired. I think the AV thing took a little bit of a spirit. I know they looked great against Philly, but Philly didn't win there. I think the Bucks could be in real trouble.
Yeah, the thing that concerns me, so Chris Godwin's out, AB's gone, Tristan Wirfs banged up, Ryan Jensen banged up, so to that you're right. But I will say they took a 31-0 lead without Fournette and Ronald Jones, and I really think the key to this football team beyond Brady is Leonard Fournette, which is weird because when he came here, he was an afterthought. But when he's running, and Leonard Fournette is like a different player in big games. And when he's running, and Brady can throw not only out of the gun, but on play action, it's a handful. But I think to your point, they got a little bit taken out of them last week, so I don't have a problem with that. So I do want to segue to this thing, because I always like to get one NBA question, because you're dynamic, you love the sport. The Frank Vogel story is interesting. He's in trouble. Then there's a story yesterday, not in trouble. It's interesting. I don't believe he wanted Westbrook, a bad defensive player. I believe he wanted KCP and Caruso, good defensive players. But in the end, I don't think this. Now, he's got AD, a defensive player. He doesn't want to play center, and he's hurt. So I have some sympathy for Frank Vogel. This is not the roster that he really wanted. What's your take on it?
Listen, I think that if you're assigning culpability for the Lakers up to this point, very this point of the season, the front office deserves more of it. And then I know everyone says, oh, but LeBron's in charge. If LeBron were in charge, Mike Lou would have gotten his coaching job 2 years ago. LeBron signed a contract prior to last year. He doesn't have the ability to kind of hold the team hostage the way he could have been. If they didn't want to trade for us, if they didn't want to make these moves, they wouldn't. Starting the front office deserves the most criticism. But Vogel also, nobody is really
Fox Sports.
They are simply
Fox Sports.
Why it's not all his fault. It's not all his fault. But I think people want to find a reason to put it.
I turned it down, Mateo.
little bit of feeling at home. I thought, and what I'm getting is you have to yeah, you get out of the nothing something. Well, actually, we're going to yeah.
I locked in.
I hit a fucking goddamn gate.
You have a text message.
How's the new John Deere?
Oh, I like that new John Deere, Mateo.
Mateo playing this, or Luca?
Mateo, is Luca playing this map right now?
Thank you.